Oh, are we going live already? Thanks, pigs. We are definitely in duct tape production mode going right here. So hello and welcome to Uptown Tonight. It is June 8th of 2022. And as you can see, we do not have Cito here tonight, so this is going to be a real duct tape production. But we got pigs over here running all the buttons and stuff for us, so we're going to be doing that. And we also have the fellas from Semi-Charmed Hero here. We got Danny and the Sam.
Donny.
Look at me go. Yeah. We got Donny and the Sam going on here. And then my son's trying to call us right on the phone at the same time.
Oh, this could get interesting.
Yeah, exactly. It could, but we're not going to put him on because,
He might get mad.
First off. Second off, everything was just going to go completely sideways about what he wants to talk about. So, as we're in here, it is a beautiful day out today. Oh my gosh, I took the dog for a walk, and I couldn't believe that pigs didn't want to come along with me. It wasn't hot, it wasn't cold. Sun's out, it wasn't even breezy out and everything else. And I also got my Mac Mini today too, so I was really excited about that. I'm finally in my Apple class of 2022. Finally, my last computer that I've been working with is a 2013. That was the newest one I've had, and she was not liking life anymore, and trying to do all this editing and stuff like that really gets to be a pain along with that. But, I got to talk about our weekend quick here because I got to talk a little bit about us. So here is our weekend fun. We got the little ZBs there. He doesn't look like that anymore. I know Sam wished that that's the way it was because ZB's having his way with him before we went on here. And we were out there at the Fired Up Bar and Grill out in...
Hold on, was that the dog that was outside?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that thing is huge.
That was a year ago.
I liked it a year ago.
So here we were in Alexandria, our first outdoor show of the year, and man, the weather was beautiful. Everything was working out great. We've had some new lighting stuff we put on. It was a great night. Everything went really, really well. So we got, that's right, Sarah graduated from high school. Sorry, pigs. And a couple of weeks ago, we finally got to do her celebration here, I guess you could say. So this is her and her gift. It's not the dog. It's not the guy. It's the nice little apple embossed thing right there. And that was really, really good. It was a good day. And
I really liked how he was looking at the camera, giving that stare.
You got to talk into the mic.
Whoops.
And there she is with her cake and all that. So congratulations, Sarah. She is now out of high school and heading to SDSU next year. So that was our big weekend of fun going on. We were supposed to have a show at Murphy's Pub, but they didn't have their parking lot was still under construction, and no one can get in and everything else. So we got that moved to the 24th, but we'll talk about that closer to the 24th. So let's get to the guys here. So, Semi-Charmed Hero. So, how we doing, everyone?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Especially with you guys in town and being in your... This is definitely a new thing because I did not even know that this band existed by any sense of the terms. Sam just stopped by one day and just said, "Hey, can I borrow your bass because I'm trying out for a band?" And then he just showed me what was going on. And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, let's see what happens here." And then... you posted up some, I don't know if they're TikToks or something like that.
TikToks, yep.
And you guys sounded great.
Well,
and I was
thank you.
like, wow, okay, Sam, you're getting yourself into something really good here. And then we had a little problem with our guests this week, and you guys came and filled in for us. So that was, again, helpful. And I know you have a show coming up in a couple weeks.
We do.
I figured this would probably be a good time.
We have a few shows coming up. So
Excellent. So, let's hear about it. What's the band all about?
We are Semi-Charmed Hero. We're based out of Fargo. We actually formed back in, I would say, December of last year. When the first formation of it, when we were trying to we went through different members and different people. The fun part.
Yep.
And then we found our core group, and December was crazy because everybody in the band got COVID, and you know what I mean? It was just what is going on? We need to get this going.
I shouldn't laugh, but
I know,
wow.
I know. June, we're finally here, and we get to play some shows. We actually had a different name when we first started.
Okay.
Called 90 Proof.
90. Did I see that somewhere before?
I think you did it because I did a Facebook page for it.
Okay.
And we decided to change it, so I like scrubbed everything 90 proof.
I have a recollection of that for some reason.
Yep, and I put Semi-Charmed Hero out there. So
cool. So how'd the name come about? It's Semi-Charmed Hero.
Semi-Charmed Hero. We play a lot of 90s tunes.
Okay.
You know, we're a 90s. We do like 90s with some modern stuff snuck in there. We do some older stuff, some 80s stuff snuck in there, of course. You know, so yeah. And then the name came from, we took Semi-Charmed Life, the song Semi-Charmed Life.
That's the thing that kept popping up when I was digging for you. Yeah.
I know. And we, Jukebox Heroes.
Jukebox Hero. I love it.
That's how the name came to be. And we, basically 2 songs put to one. And
well, that's awesome. Is this like one?
You're losing your mic.
Here's my mic. I'm touching things, and it's not good. Here we go. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to hold it now. So I'll stay like this. But, is this one of your first projects? Have you been in projects before this, all that?
I've been in, so basically I'm 41.
Okay.
Old AF, you can call it, in the teen years.
Hanging out with Moses.
Hanging out with Moses. I'm 41, and basically I think it was when I was 21, just turned 21, I played in a band called The Perfect Shade.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, there we go.
We played in a band called The Perfect Shade. Played in that. Actually, the name before that was Waste.
Waste.
Yep. And before Perfect Shade, we called it Waste because we couldn't think of any names.
What years would this be about?
Oh, I would say 2002, 2003-ish.
Okay, so those are the years I got out of the scene.
Yep.
Oh,
So,
right.
And then we... did you ever heard of a bar in Wapton called Mugshots?
Not especially. No.
So our first show was with Dirty Word at
Okay.
Mugshots. With Robert was still playing for them. Robert Merlin was still playing for them.
Oh, Merlin, there we go. Yeah.
Vernon Merlin. So he was still playing for him. We opened up for Dirty Word, and we knew we needed to change our name because Johnny Scalia called us Junk instead of Waste.
Oh,
So we're like, all right, name change. It's coming. So we changed the name and went to Perfect Shade, and I was with that band for a while. And then after that, I went to Robert Merlin played with us for a while in that band when he left Dirty Word.
oh, nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
It was fun playing with him. A lot of good stories. His Southern Comfort and Cokes. That's what he lived on.
The good stories.
The good stories. And then I went to a band called $3 Molly.
Okay.
If you remember that band, that was years ago as well, with Johnny Winter, Eric,
Oh,
and me,
okay.
and numerous drummers went throughout the time there too. And then Sean Mitzel came and took over for me when I left that project.
Mitzi Mitzel.
Yep.
He's a great guy.
Yes, he's a really good guy. So yeah, so basically, and then after that, I kind of left the band scene and went into more of the DJ side of things and DJ scene, and I've DJed for the last 20 some years, and
So why would you switch over from bands to DJ other than just not having to deal with people? I'm just going to cut that part off. So it's like, why would you do that?
why would I do that?
Yeah.
I was just wanted to change. I moved out to Denver for a while. I was living in Denver, Colorado at the time. And I'm like, I met some DJs out there, and they're like, do you want to come work for us? And I'm like, sure. I'll try it. Let's see what's happened. And I'm just a performer. So anything I can do to perform, I'm okay with that.
So I'm guessing that you're like the front man.
I am.
Okay, so
Lead singer,
you're the one with always the mic in your face,
Yep.
ready to go. So
Yep.
that was probably just a real lateral movement for you. Then.
Pretty much it is, yeah.
Other than actually having to play the thing, you just hit the buttons or whatever you have to do.
Exactly.
Awesome. How long has that been then since you've been starting to DJ stuff?
Since I DJ'd back till I'm still DJing now technically. So I've been doing it since, and I was DJing then too, because I started being a DJ when I was in radio when I was 15 years old. So.
So more of a backstory.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get into this in a few, but learn about the band here.
Yeah. So, and then we got together. The band is Maddie. He plays guitar.
Maddie Breitbach?
Yeah.
Yep. I played with him before.
He's a great dude.
Yes, he is.
Danny.
Not sure who that is.
Yeah, Dan's a good dude. Then
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan. I don't know if he's watching or not. Aspen Nugent.
Okay.
She plays guitar.
Gotcha.
And then we got Sam right here.
Oh, little Sammy
A
over
little
here.
Sammy. A little Sammy.
It's going to be
So-
longer than Donnie.
So how'd this whole project start? Like, what sparked it off in the first place?
I work for Power Play DJ full time, and I'm like, I want to play music again. This is back in November, and I put a Facebook post up on in all like the groups and stuff like that.
Okay.
I did not just try to cop a feel on Sam. I promise. Just talk with my hands.
Sam.
But
More.
so when we got together, I put that Facebook post out there, and Maddie hit me up, and it's really funny because I knew Maddie from back in junior high, and I didn't even put two and two together till we got together and figured it out. And I'm good friends with his wife as well, and they're just like, I've known them for a while, so it's kind of a cool little connection.
There you go. So he's been there since the beginning.
He's been there since the beginning. Yep.
Awesome.
Dan, Matt, and me have been there since the beginning.
Okay. They're just going through, and then somehow you found this character over here, Mr. Sam.
I did.
Sam, how did you find these guys? What happened here? How did you get tangled up in all this?
Donnie. Oh, is this on? You guys can hear me? Oh.
Get it closer.
Donnie was a manager at Skate City, and my girlfriend started working there a couple years ago, and then I just met him one day picking her up from work, and I don't know, I'm good at talking, so it just
The
went
Sam
from
mouth
there.
started going off.
Yeah, I started saying things I shouldn't have, and then he just it just happened. It stuck.
And then why would you give him the chance? That's the best question here. I've just known this guy for a little while.
He didn't even know I played.
How?
Yeah. Or why?
Well, so I was going like this. I'm like, I skate a lot. I roller skate a lot. Hi, Jamie. Jamie's watching. I'm gonna say hi to Jamie. So I roller skate a lot, and I basically live at that roller skating rink. I do. I love it. And our bass player left, and I was like, I need a bass player. Why am I struggling to find bass players?
Everybody is.
I know.
Nobody can find them. Then they say nobody can find drummers, but when I was looking for a band, oh my God.
There was 80 drummers out there.
Yeah.
So basically, Kiki comes up, Kira, his girlfriend. She's like, "Oh, Sam plays bass," and I'm like, "How did I not know this? Like for how long did I not know that you played bass guitar? So."
Well, you haven't had one for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I sold all my stuff when COVID started so I could pay some bills. And then I went like a year without playing.
Musicians, what?
It didn't take
never
long
happens.
because I remember when I met you, I was playing something. You asked, "Oh, how long you playing?" And I said 4, and you thought years, and I said months.
Yep.
And it comes natural because guitar was too hard, so I just went. No.
So just swapped over the bass, yeah.
Yeah, and it turns out it's a little more difficult sometimes.
Sometimes.
Who's Les Claypool?
So there's that. So basically, you guys are setting up. You're getting ready for your first show. It's going to be at the TAC.
Oh well, actually, we have a show right before that.
Oh,
well, weekend. The weekend. This is kind of like a last minute type of show that came in after the TAC. After we booked that one to be our first show.
Oh, okay.
We're opening up for Johnny Home at Big Irv's.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're
You're
playing-
definitely going to have a crowd there.
I know. We're playing 6 to 9 that night for that street dance out there. So
Oh, that would be a really good one.
Maybe
You ready
I'll
for
be
that,
late
Sam?
I might be late for that one too. 10 minutes late.
Everything's all set up and ready to go. Where's Sam?
where's Sam? He's not here.
His
He's still
pay's
at
cut.
work. Oh, you can't do that.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
That's like a half a tank of gas, guys.
I'm gonna say besides when we took pictures, I've never seen Sam in non-work clothes. This is just weird. Seeing
Oh,
him in
okay.
non-work clothes.
Yeah, so he's here all gothed out.
Yeah.
Or Johnny Cashed, which other way you want to go with this?
I don't know.
What's on your shirt anyways?
Cliff Burton himself.
Oh, it is Cliff Burton.
Give
Nice.
everyone the
Yeah, you got
finger.
Cliff them all right up there. So beautiful.
I'm surprised I still fit this.
Surprise! How long have you had that?
I was in a freshman year.
Oh my God!
and
Don't
I
you
just-
grow?
No kidding.
Well, my
God.
torso didn't grow, but my
See,
legs grew.
I wish I was back in those days.
Like
You're so
now,
skinny.
now we get older. We don't grow this way anymore.
No.
We just grow this way. That's just where we don't grow this. We're like
No truth can be spoken more. Right there.
Up and
It's
out.
terrible. Even though Sam said it looked like I lost weight when I came in, so I'll take the compliment.
right.
I
That's
will.
good.
Well, let's get back to like where you came from in the first place. Are you from Fargo in the first place?
I was born in Fargo.
Okay.
I was born in Fargo. My dad is a music teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my dad taught music. But it's really funny. I don't play an instrument. I just sing. I kind of rebelled from like the proper music thing as a
That's
kid.
understandable.
Because I wanted when I went to school, they're like, you have to pick an instrument. I'm like, okay, I want to play guitar. Oh, you can't play guitar. You have to play. And I'm like, no, I want to play guitar. And they're like, no, you have to pick a horn or something like that. You have to be in jazz band to play guitar. I'm like, well, let me be in jazz band then. Well, you have to be better. It's just like, okay. So I picked saxophone. I absolutely hated it. I hated the saxophone.
You're also bad at it.
I was really bad at it.
Because that was my thing when I went in for the whole band tryout deal. I wanted to play sax so bad. And then everyone made me try out for the percussion thing. So I think it was because of this. It said saxophone like $5,000 and then drum was $400. So I'm pretty sure that's why my mother was pushing me towards the dang drum. And then all of a sudden I got ganged up on by the band director and my mother and ended up playing percussion. So now here I am. I got some saxophones in the next room, but
Yeah.
I'll do a little Careless Whisper for you.
Let's
That's about
go.
it.
I love that song. But yeah, and then I grew up in Fargo, and then I went to high school in Grand Forks.
Oh,
I moved to Grand Forks for high school. Lived there throughout the flood, the big
in
flood of
97.
'97. Yep.
I was in Texas at that point.
I
missed
worked
the whole
for
thing.
K-Light 104
Oh.
radio station when I was that young as well.
Nice.
And it was really cool. It was a really cool experience. And then I graduated from Grand Forks Red River. And then I moved back to Fargo and got into the band thing.
Just got into the scene.
Got into the scene. I've lived all over the place, though. I've lived in Colorado. I've lived in Las Vegas. I've lived in Chicago.
Oh, you got stories to tell.
I got some stories to tell.
Gotcha.
So, story time. What
I'll get you on that.
you gonna get me on that?
I will.
And then I stayed in radio until about probably 2001, 2002. I was living in Fargo, but working in Grand Forks. I'd drive back and forth. I also at time worked for Club Tropics. Do you remember Club Tropics in Fargo?
I do.
Yep. So my cousin was a co-owner of that one, but not the one that went crazy and stuck the pencil in his eye. He was
Well, that's good to know.
He was the other co-owner. I worked there as a busboy too.
All right.
When I was like 18 or 19 or so.
So you got to start to see the scene from the
Yep,
ground up
yep,
from there.
Yep.
So you start learning some of the groundworks of how maybe the club scenes actually do work.
Yep.
Not just I just walk in, just demand a night, and then people just show up.
Yeah.
Yep, that type of thing. But Sam, where'd you come from?
The longest I lived in a place was Ada. I don't recommend the town, but it's an okay town.
Ada, I like to spell it backwards. Yep.
Yep. But yeah, I lived there forever, and then I don't really know how I got into music. I just I was really little, and I was walking in an alley, and I saw your son outside. So I started talking to him.
See, the one that was calling right at the very beginning.
I started talking to him, and I was making him laugh so bad. I made him laugh, and he, I think he peed his pants. He was laughing, but I remember.
That sounds like it.
I only remember that day because he hit Sarah in the head with a baseball bat, and he got in a lot of trouble. And I'm sure you remember that.
What?
I wouldn't remember if I got hit in the head too. But I will always remember that. It was an interesting day, but we got in a lot of trouble. Good thing I was just the neighbor kid.
I don't know if you should be telling these stories.
Yeah. But Yeah, and then I went to school in the next town over in Twin Valley, and I couldn't stand it, so I switched to Ada to be closer, and I started playing tuba.
Tuba.
And that was
the power instrument,
the
yes.
worst mistake I ever made. And then all of a sudden, I just felt like buying a bass, so I bought the cheapest one I could for like $50. And I was like, oh, I'm actually not that bad at this. And I just took off from there.
So just playing bass. How'd you figure out how to play bass?
I don't know. I just did it.
You just did it?
I just started
Is it
playing
YouTube videos?
I just did it.
Well, at first, I just started playing
I
around.
just did it.
And then I was like, okay, that sounds like I'm doing something right. And then it just turned up like that. It ended up me playing bass. I don't know.
So you play any other instruments as well?
No, I just sing.
You just sing? You just
And
yodel?
I can mix. I can mix. I can throw down a DJ. No
Nice.
other, But I get told that I get the best of the both worlds. I get to perform as a DJ and perform as in a band, so it's kind of cool.
There you go. So what do you do with the band then? Do you sit there and do like the big old kicks and stuff?
Hit kicks and
Exactly.
I just go nuts. I go crazy. I have fun with it.
Okay.
I'm pretty energetic. I like to have fun with it. So
And just don't light things on fire.
I'm not gonna light things on.
I might.
We're not gonna talk about fire right now. It's been a long week.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of fires.
What, there's a story about fires?
There's a story about fires.
Oh, man.
So anyway, I forgot
I
that people.
thought we were going to get something there.
I forgot that people are going to see me. I forgot people can actually see me out there. So I'm just like, oh, here we go. So this week I work for Power Play DJ, and it's been all over the news.
That's right. What happened there? You're saying something happened.
Yeah. I showed up at work, and there's Dietrich Construction in our same building right next to us.
Okay.
And then the guy comes running out to me and saying, he goes, "There's smoke coming in our shop." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "I think it's coming from your building." So I literally open up. I open up the door, I unlock it, and there's just a cloud of smoke comes out, and it was just bad. And
oh no!
And then it turns out it was arson and theft.
Oh.
And they set my personal office on fire. So I'm just like, I don't have an office anymore. I have no home at work.
Work from home.
When did this happen? Today or yesterday?
Monday.
Monday.
It happened
So
late Sunday or early Monday morning, technically, like 3:30 in the morning.
Best
These guys
Monday
broke
ever.
in. Guys broke in, stole a bunch of stuff, lit stuff on fire.
And just tried to light her up and let her go, huh?
Yep.
God. People, this is Fargo. We don't do that stuff around here. But apparently it does happen. So sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing everything's starting to get back together again, or are you
We're-
still pulling the pieces together?
Pulling the pieces together. We had to scramble to get gigs. We have to rent speakers. We have to, you know what I mean? It's kind of a scramble. We got 11 weddings this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a
Yeah.
scramble, And I'm DJing in Okoboji, Iowa. So yeah.
That's quite a trek.
Okoboji, Iowa.
Okoboji.
Weren't you just
That's a great
down
name,
there
too.
last weekend?
Yeah, I was down there that last weekend, but they want me back again this weekend. So I'm like, let's go.
Well, that's how good he is. See, Sam?
I'm pretty good. I played music one time.
Okoboji.
That's great. Well, we got some photos of you right here, and I know
Oh,
I
boy.
grabbed a couple bunch from your...
Oh, no.
And then this one had you tagged on it.
Jamie, are you watching this? I hope not. Just kidding. You. Oh, boy.
What is this all about?
Well, this is in Colorado. Oh, my God. I'm scared to see what you've all dug up now.
I only grabbed a couple. Just
Okay,
because...
good. This is from Colorado. And I was DJing at a bar. It was in Colorado. I ran a lot of karaoke, and I did my karaoke differently. I performed when I did karaoke.
Okay.
So there's always they'd sing a couple songs that I'd do 2 or 3 in a row. You know what I mean? As just to make it more of like a performance thing.
There you go.
And it was a wet T-shirt night for the men. And so all the girls in the audience had squirt guns, and they kept squirting us. And I was wearing Napoleon Dynamite boxer
I
shorts.
was about to say it looks like Napoleon Dynamite, but I couldn't quite tell.
Napoleon Dynamite. Oh boy.
It's fitting.
So, and that curly hair then, I don't know what happened. Like, I don't have that anymore. I just,
It's more distinguished now.
I guess it's more distinguished.
We'll go with that.
Yep.
Just like to think.
Oh,
back
yeah.
of it. Then here you got like the ring light and all sorts of stuff going on there, or am I mistaken? What is going on with all this?
That's my former company. I used to own a company called KD Productions here in Fargo.
Okay.
A wedding DJ company. I owned that up until pandemic. I actually, when I moved to Vegas, I brought that out to Vegas with me as well, and started my company out in Vegas.
Gotcha.
And pandemic kind of put a
That
kibosh.
damn COVID again.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's me. When was that? I'm going to go 2016, I think. I was a lot heavier then, too. Oh, big boy then.
So how'd all this work? Is it just DJing, or do they have like a little photo booth
That's
over
yeah,
here?
we had photo booth and DJ.
Okay.
We had photography as well.
Okay.
We did like a bundle package. We were the first company in Fargo, and then in Vegas we did too that had a bundle package.
So you did all the wedding photography at the same time.
Yep.
Okay. And then that was just kind of like the booth for them just to take
Yep.
little selfies or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yep, definitely.
Oh, that's cool.
That little booth looks pretty chintzy, but it made me about $700 a wedding, so I'll take that.
Yeah, exactly. And see, I love the insignia on that one too, so that's why that picture made it.
Oh, the apple?
Yep.
I'm a Mac guy.
Good.
I'm a Mac guy.
An apple dork.
Oh boy, this picture.
Oh,
That's Sam making a joke. And
yeah,
we're all
I made
dying.
a very inappropriate joke, and everyone started laughing, and it made a pretty good picture. So
That's Sam. Yeah, and I just.
Sam at his best.
So I'll go from the left to right, or my left would it be? I'll go from
Yeah.
Sam over. That's Sam, and that,
Slipknot. Yep.
the next one over is Dan. See him back there?
Yep. He seems really happy.
Fairly happy. And then the middle is me, beardless me, and then we have Maddie, and then Aspen. So, there's
And
a
then the
more distinguished photo.
The composure has come back.
The composure has come back.
There it is.
Oh yeah, that's when Sam was trying to eat my hand.
Sam.
it tastes a little weird.
Didn't ask where that hand was at.
Do you wipe with that one?
Ding.
Oh, that was a selfie we took. That was actually from our phone. That was one of the best photos of the day. Just kidding. That bus photos were like, oh boy, you had to put these in here, didn't you? Really?
Where did
I
these come
just
from?
really wanted to ask about these because I seen everyone else posting this crap. But I'm guessing it's a filter.
It is.
Where do you find that stupid
Okay,
thing?
hold on. I'm gonna pull my phone up right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull my phone up right now, and I'll get the
Because
name of the app. The
I
name,
am old
I
and out of
didn't know
touch.
that you posted these.
Sam, you
without
got the
my
best
consent.
best look out of all of them right there.
New profile pic. It's called.
New profile pic. Okay.
It's that right up on the bottom of the picture there.
I'll have to look at that. I'll have to look that up now. Just because
New
we got-
profile pic.
Then you got Maddie in full effect.
Yep.
I think he had the most fun of all of us.
Oh boy, you pulling some oldies but goodies out there.
Yeah, it's just
So-
fun stuff.
A lot of my clothes is custom too. I get them custom made. Like that vest is a custom made vest
Beautiful.
for me. Yeah, and it has my name on the back too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That was my 6-string bass.
Oh, I wanted to hear
had.
about the vest.
Oh,
Oh, go back. Don't
Well,
show
yeah,
that.
we'll get to Sam here in a moment. 'Cause I found that one. I was like, what the hell is that all about?
Oh.
We got Beardiful, so I
That's-
can't grow a beard, so I'm already jealous. But
Yeah.
no, so you have the disco stew going on in the back. What's
Mhm.
all that about? Like,
That's back there behind me.
no, just the vest. Like, where do you get these made? How do you do that?
Okay. There's a girl called Kyla Custom Rockwear.
Okay.
She makes stuff for like Slipknot, and she makes stuff for WWE wrestlers like Bray Wyatt. She's done stuff.
Oh, so this is like professional
Ruby Riott.
professional
Yeah.
stuff.
So and basically you just order it and tell her what you want, and she'll do it for you.
Oh, sweet.
She made me some pants too, but the pants are too big for me now. So
Usually it's the other way around.
yeah.
No, cool. All the custom stuff. That's something that Sarah would probably want to get into. But that's me. I wear the same 3 shirts every day.
Oh, I know. It's great shit.
So now let's get to Sam here. What is this?
That was my senior year of high school, and I had to get pictures taken, so I found someone to do them for free, and I grabbed my 6-string bass because I had to one-up everyone with a 5-string, and had this monster, and we random spot outside, brick wall. We were like, okay, let's take these, and that's what I got for free.
Did you actually play that, Sam?
I did play that. I played it live, and I've played it during school, and it was fun, but it was a monster.
Say, how long did you have that guitar?
About a year or two, and then when I moved up here, I needed to pay rent, and I was working at the airport at UPS in the mornings from like 3 to 6, and it just wasn't cutting it. I was trying to go to school at the same time, and I sold it to pay rent because I made a bet with a teacher that I can go to college for a whole year and not have to take a loan.
Oh,
And I didn't take the loan yet, but I got to come up with $3,400 so I could pay for the rest of it. But I never paid a dime for a whole year of tech school.
What was the name of that guitar?
I didn't really have one.
You didn't have a name?
I just called it the 6-string.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't.
That's
like,
why you're not
It
crying.
wasn't valuable. I had a G&L I had to let go,
Oh.
and I was like, man, that was a gift from a friend, and he's in Guam right now. He went to the Air Force. He's in the Air Force, and he went to Guam. But I remember that bass. He was like, "Do you want it?" And I'm like, "Of course." And I didn't know anything about it, and I picked it up, and I was like, "Oh, this is actually really nice," because I've only played on Ibanez and the mainstream stuff. I never got into anything else.
Well, there you go. And then you had to sell that one off too, huh?
Yep, I
Yep.
sold every single one.
Aw.
I kept my Strat Squire,
It's terrible.
but
It's
it
the life of a
happens.
musician, and now you're
And I
back.
have the fridge.
You got the fridge. Okay, you still have that big thing.
That might have actually been one of Maddie's amps back in the day.
It
That-
could
'cause he
have.
was-
He's
he asked
played in this
about it.
basement before, and that's where
He
it
asked
came
about
from.
it, and I was like, I don't know. I got it from someone's basement. So I'm starting to think that it was his amp back in the day, and it just ended up with,
So, Maddie, that may be yours.
yeah, it ended up with
I've been-
Zeus for, and
They were here for almost a decade, and I was asking around during COVID, trying to figure out where to send them back to. And no one would claim anything, so I was just like, all right.
I claimed it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It was a lug. I borrowed my mom's van, and it would barely start. And I was like, I got to get this thing home.
So there we go. Ah, cool. So I'm going to ask you this question before we go to, well, it's the crackling stuff. Before we go on to the weekly report here, but craziest DJ show you've ever done. And we'll let you hang out on that. And then, Sam, it's just going to be, you've played live before once, correct?
Kinda.
Okay, well,
Bad experience.
We'll let you talk about that here in just a moment. So here, let's get on to the weekly report. And Sarah Conahan. And we miss you, Cito. We wish you were here, but Sarah's doing a fine job over here. She should be talking a little bit more, maybe. Speaking on up. So let's go uptown. We got the Windbreaker, Johnny Cochran on Thursday. Face for Radio and Ditching Delmer hitting it on Saturday. Shooting Star, Monoma, and Intuition on the Mustang Lounge Friday and Saturday. I just love how they cleverly put the 2 in there, the Intuition. And then we got Ribfest, where Cito is now hanging out at, but he's missing out with Pop Rocks and Johnny Homer's playing there tomorrow night. And we got October Road opening up for, I had these in my head, I don't remember. They're opening up for somebody on Friday, and then back for more on Saturday. And then our Acoustic Corner, here we go. Thursday, June 9th, we got Mike Morris at Hooligans, Doug Thompson at the Spicy Pie in West Fargo, Wayne J. MacArthur is at Pub West, Mick Klein will be at Side Street, Gina Powers at 701 on the Roof, Rachel Iraniro, I think I said that right, at the Silver Spike, and then Todd Sisson at the Cork and Cleaver. Heading on to Friday, June 10th, Jim White is going to be at the Fargo Country Club. Dan Brecky at the Delta Hotel, basically taking over for his, I won't say taking over for his mother. His mother had their last jazz thing last week on Thursday, so it's nice there's still music being played at the Delta Hotel. And then we got Mick Klein at the Oxbow Country Club, and nothing's happening on Saturday, at least acoustic-wise I could find. Going downtown, Front Street Tap Room, we got Vinyl and Vino on Thursday the 2nd. That should be the night. And then open mic night with Travis Neros next Monday on the 13th at the Cellar. We get a little bit of stand-up comedy. We got Ryan Call, Ebenezer Maduras, and Grant Winkles on Friday. At Murphy's Pub, Kissing Company will be hitting the parking lot. Hopefully the parking lot is done for them, be able to do that. And then we got VFW in Fargo. The Pawnbrokers will be rocking the stage Friday and Saturday. Fargo Brewing Company this Thursday. We got Travis Nagel. On Friday, we have Dearly Departed Mall, Archers, and Baltic to Boardwalk. And then heading downtown some more, we got Dempsey's open mic night with Gina Powers on Thursday. And then JT Kennelly will be there on Friday. At the Aquarium, with the best band names ever, we got Sensi Trails, New Reb, Demjank. Do you agree with me on that one? I don't even know. Thursday the 9th, and Jeff Rossensock and Cat Bite on Friday. And then we have Mortal, Candor, 2B, B2B, sure, Cataly. Back to back. Is that what it's supposed to be for?
B2B is back to back.
Oh my God.
Is it DJ? Yeah, it's a DJ thing. So it's B2B, back to back.
See, we're learning stuff as we go along here. Health, Elixir, Blighton, Slim on Saturday, and then No Divinity, Livid, Twin Tombs, Pursuit, Poise, and Peace on Sunday the 12th. And then at the DCR, the DrumCon Wrath open mic night again with Travis Neros on Thursday. Not the 2nd, that would be the 9th. And then Side Streets, Southern Raised will be there Thursday and Friday, 9th and 10th. And then Natto Coles will be there on Saturday the 11th. And then at the Silver Dollar Flying Pig in West Fargo, the Artist Spotlight night on Thursday. And I know that Brianna Hebling's going to be there and a whole bunch of other people. So if you're on West Fargo next to there, check them on Thursday. Now we're going out of town with Laughing Sun Brewing, everyone's favorite out-of-town place. We got Nicole Morton on Thursday, then Swentones on Friday, and Walking Phoenix will be out there on Saturday. The Sandbar 2 in Detroit Lakes, we got Jamie Holt on Friday. And then in Findlay, North Dakota, Findlay Days, Uptown, that's us. We're going to be back there again this year. Oh, we can't wait. That was such a fun show last year. We are stoked all the hell to get out there. And then we got the Roadhouse, Lake Park. Fourth Wave will be rocking the stage out there. And Zorba's.
Ooh, I like them. You know that Abby's my vocal coach.
Oh, very good.
Abby's my vocal coach.
Very good. So, maybe we'll talk about that. Zorba's, Park Rapids. We got Eric Rattan's going to be out there on Friday. And then Edmore, North Dakota, a nice old street dance is going to be us again, Uptown, on Saturday. And I believe that's going to be all for us for the weekly reports. Yep, and there we go. So you can bring us on back there, pigs. There we are. All right. So that was your weekly report for this weekend, be the 9th through the 11th or 12th of June. So let's get back to you guys. So we'll start off with Sam here. The show that you played and probably maybe you have some bad thoughts about?
It wasn't really a show. It
was a performance
at a family deal. And people just started showing up at this fire, and everyone was drinking. And they said, "Hey, why don't you play?" And I said, "I play bass. I can't do solo." And they were like, "Well, play bass." So I just started playing, and it was terrible. That's where I wrecked my first guitar. Someone decided to pour water on it because that sounded like a good idea, and they wrecked it. But yeah, it was a whole train wreck. And I'm glad I got that train wreck out of the way, so maybe this next one will go a little better.
I think you're in good hands over here.
Allstate. Semi-charmed Allstate.
Semi-charmed.
Is that a new
I
name?
love it. The new side name. That's going to be the side show.
It's our acoustic act.
So, craziest DJ stuff.
Oh, man, I've got a bunch of stuff. What do I pick from? Let's see here. let's see here. What's my best one? I'm going to tell you a story about DJ. If you want to hear DJ, I can give you a radio DJ story.
Let's hear it.
So one night, this is back when I worked at the radio station in Grand Forks.
Okay.
And this is when I worked overnights. So I started off working overnights, then I went to 7 to midnight, and then I went to middays after that. And I was a midday guy in high school.
Okay.
Okay? I was in high school in middays. So I would voice track. Yes. People voice track. There's not really people in the studios. Don't worry. Sometimes. We're really here. Promise. Woo.
At least this time.
But so I used to voice track for that. But anyway, back to that story. I was working overnight, and do you remember old school, you won't remember this, or you won't remember this either, reel-to-reels?
Of course. I got a few in the next room.
Yeah. So anyway, you know how fast those spin, right?
Yep.
Well, we had one broken one and one non-broken one, and I was replacing the reel, you know what I mean? I was putting the tape on a new reel.
Gotcha.
All for the ads. Well, this guy came in to talk to me at the station, and I was in the production room. I was going to say prod room because that's what you just called it there. It wasn't production. It was too much to say, I guess. Put my hand out, I guess, when he went to talk to me. I turned around and went, dude. The broken piece sliced my hand, and actually, let's see here. Oh, yeah, you can see the scar there still.
The scar remains.
And it sliced my hand so bad that you could see the muscles inside my hand.
I'm glad I didn't lick your hand then.
And then, so I called, and I was training a new DJ in that night. I was training my 7 to mid, or my overnight replacement, you know?
Okay.
Because I was going to 7 to midnight, so I was training her how to do all the overnight. Because an overnight radio DJ doesn't just sit there and talk on the radio. He does he runs basically all the stations. So a lot of stations have multiple stations inside their station. And sometimes the guys will run the AM side and the FM side as well. And that's what I did. So I was training her to do it. And my boss was Scott Hennon, if you know who Scott Hennon is.
Oh, yes. Yes, the flag.
Yep. My boss was Scott Hennon at the time, and he was really in particular about making sure the legal ID goes on time. Legal ID has to go at the top of the hour all the time. So I called another DJ, and I'm like, yeah, I got to go to the hospital. You got to take me to the hospital. I can't. My hand is pouring blood right now. And then, so he took me to the hospital, and needless to say, I get to the hospital. They're playing K-Light on the hospital speakers. And I hear this girl get on the microphone. She's like, "Hi, I'm Amy. The guy telling me how to do things hurt himself." And she's literally talking like that.
I'm just picture this. That's the whole thing. You can tell this is real.
And me and Matt are sitting there in this waiting room, and we're just like,
"Oh no!"
We're looking at each other, going, "What is going on?" I go, "I'm in trouble." And he goes, "You're not going to get in trouble." He goes, "Because you hurt yourself." I'm like, "No, I'm in trouble. I guarantee you, I'm in trouble." And she finally, and then I go, it's 6:03. I've not heard the legal ID yet. Because you know how waiting rooms can be a little bit. Even though I'm bleeding out, they're like going, "Sit down and wait, please."
Of course.
And so I'm waiting, and all of a sudden, 6:25, or like 25 minutes after the hour, not 6:20, it's 25 minutes after the hour, you hear K-Light 104.3 FM, East Grand Forks, and you're just like, oh no. She was a half hour behind on everything.
Oh no.
So needless to say, I went back to work after my stitches and finished the night. You know what I mean? Because she wasn't voice tracked. I wasn't voice tracked either, because a lot of times when I worked the overnights, I went live because I was there anyway. I'm not going to voice track. So she didn't know what to do. This is Amy.
I can just picture that in my head, though, just listening to that. And your soul's just dying slowly. Like, what has happened
I
here?
think Amy's soul was... Oh, that was loud. Soul was dying, too, because that's my first time on the radio.
Pretty much it was her first time.
Yeah. Well, he had but it was something that you had set up, and then an emergency came onto it. But you had to listen to it live, what was actually happening behind you.
Yeah. Me and Matt Upsall, he's actually still lives in Grand Forks, really good friend of mine. We were looking at each other. He's like, I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. I can't listen to this. I literally walked up and go, can you change the station? No, this is what it's on. I'm like, okay.
Great.
She literally talked for 10 minutes straight about nothing. So,
Well, kept the waves open, I guess.
I guess.
We can do that. But with that being said, in for a little juvenile destruction?
I'm sure.
Okay. Well, let's. That was perfect aim, too. You're hired. It was pretty lame. It didn't do anything. Of course, we didn't really expect to do anything, but, you know. Sometimes you just run out of stuff to throw off the roof. So if you have anything you want to throw off the roof, you want to see destroyed on or just live, you know, again, just throw it in my yard, do what you want to do. We can come pick it up for you, and we'll definitely wreck it for you. But we just got through not a full bathroom remod, but a good half bathroom remod. So there's going to be a lot of interesting things going off the roof here in the next month. We'll just say that. So just to prep you on those things, on that. But that's our off the roof section for today. So basically, if we get to this, you got anything left for the good of the order?
Anything left?
Yeah,
I've got a lot of left.
You got a lot left?
I got a lot left.
We got time. Yes.
All right. What kind of stories do you want to hear? What do you want to hear, YouTube land? I'm just kidding.
What do you got coming up here? What's the whole gist of what's going down?
We got 25th. We got that Big Irv show.
Big Irvs,
Big Irvs
with Johnny Home.
Home.
Oh my God, that's gonna be so cool.
And then
you.
we got the next week, the next Wednesday is our official first show.
Yes,
you
and
know,
we're
at the
gonna try to
TAC.
make sure to get out there after the podcast. So.
You guys got to come.
Yes,
Our show starts at 8:00 that night. It's a free show too, so like come to the TAC, and
it's such a nice venue.
for all my
Entirely too nice.
for all my out of state people, we are going to stream the show.
Oh,
People want to see it.
excellent.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that follow us out of state that want to see it, so we're going to stream it.
Excellent.
So, anyway, and then after that, hold on, let me pull the thingy up here.
He's getting everything put together here.
I should have had it ready to go. I'm terrible.
But that's okay. You can find them on semicharmedhero.com. I know you can find them there. Where else can they find them?
Facebook, Semi-Charmed Hero. It's just facebook.com/Semi-Charmed Hero.
Yes.
And then we are at TikTok. We have TikTok.
Ticky Tacks.
We have TikTok. And if you're not on TikTok, I'm going to tell you something. Get on TikTok. That's the best way to promote right now.
Is it?
That is one of the best. Everybody has a TikTok.
It's almost taking over YouTube, I would say.
I've been using it. I don't know how effective it's been, but I've been using it.
It's all about your hat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to get into this type of seminar right now, but TikTok is the way to go.
Okay.
Good
I'll take
thing.
you on that. I like the
Good
marketing
things
stuff.
happen on TikTok. So we got June 29th at the TAC Music Venue. Free show. Come on out. July 16th, we're making our Windbreak debut.
Ooh, we got in the windbreak and hang out with Butter.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Butter on the podcast, so you can give him a little crap about that.
Oh, boy.
I've been trying to.
I have a story about Butter, too. So,
Everyone's got stories on Butter.
you know that thing, never smoke weed with Willie again? That should be Butter. Anyway, July 23rd, we're at Bernie's Esquire in Dickinson.
There we go.
Yep.
All the way across.
Yeah, we're doing a street dance out there. August
Nice.
20th, we're playing Crooks Club in Crookston, Minnesota. Have you played there yet?
Yes, we played there.
That's a
I like the stage. I like where they have it set up. So.
where the cage. You see the cage in there?
Oh, for the DJ?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I was up in there.
October 8th, and then we play right now on the books. We have Cattleman's Club in Lisbon.
The Cattleman's Club, been there as well.
Yep. You can follow me on TikTok if you want. Just Donny Dahl on TikTok. DonnyDahl on TikTok. Sam's on TikTok too.
Yeah, but I don't remember my own name. I just know how to open it.
Sam's Ticky Tax.
And then Instagram, Semi-Charmed Hero, and pretty much everything Semi-Charmed Hero across our social.
Great, and we have all those links down below as well, so if you're looking for them, you can find them right there. So, and you can also find us on UptownBandFargo.com, or so you can hold the podcast at Uptowntonightpodcast at Gmail, or in basically all social medias, Uptown Band or Uptown Tonight Podcast, and we're on the Ticky Tax as well. I think it's just Uptown Tonight is only on the Ticky Tax, but you can find us over there on that. But you got to remember, if your drummer has more charisma than your front man, your band may be in trouble.
What did Jamie say about TikTok on that thing?
He says,
Tell us about your awesome TikTok.
Oh,
you got an awesome TikTok?
I
They're
have
really bad, but people like them.
What's the awesome TikTok
I have
before
awesome.
I finish?
I have awesome TikToks. I mean,
Oh, I see.
You want the which? Are we talking about the poll one? Oh
It
boy.
just says the awesome.
Oh, the poll.
Or your awesome TikTok.
Oh, my awesome TikTok.
Okay.
My poll one.
Poll one?
Yeah.
There's a poll. Oh.
There's a poll TikTok, and I'm glad you didn't find that one.
But your band may be in trouble. But that's why my band's doing just fine.
Yep.
So until next time.
It's just a little baby turtle. Look at him go.